Well, hello there. Aye. I've just come back from watching Jurassic World Rebirth. Yes, God knows how many is this? What is this, the seventh? I think it's the seventh film in the franchise. Jesus, we're still going. Anyway, here's my thoughts. Okay, so Jurassic World Rebirth, directed by Gareth Edwards, who has done some brilliant films. 2014's Godzilla, Rogue One, yes, Andor Season 3. We've also got The Creator and Monsters, so he's done some great films. So I was confident that he could do a really good job with this film, and he hasn't let me down. Written or co-written by David Coep, who also wrote the original Jurassic Park. This film is set 5 years after the end of Dominion. You know, dinosaurs are out there. But they've discovered that the blood of certain big dinosaurs can have a drastic impact on humans' health. Basically, you can, cure loads of stuff. So a group of scientists and hunters head out on this expedition to this forbidden, illegal island where they used to do experiments on dinosaurs and try and morph them and combine them and all sorts of weird stuff. Basically, they just used to screw with the dinosaur DNA until they could try and find something that's really big and nasty. So the cast is headed up by Scarlett Johansson. We also have Mahershala Ali, I think I've got that right, Rupert Friend, and also Jonathan Bailey. So they are the main components of one group. There is also another civilian group that we tag along with. And I'd say for the first 45 minutes of the film, it's all about these characters, about talking about where they're going, how much money they're going to get paid, what are the risks, and trying to convince other people to go along. So we don't get a lot of action until at least about 45 minutes into the film. It was a little bit slow in that 45 minutes. It was, there was a few pacing issues. There was a few jokes here and there that really didn't land. Whereas, somebody would say a bit of dialogue and then there was a bit of silence waiting for some kind of reaction. So that's a little bit weird. There was no reaction in my audience whatsoever. So I'm not quite sure on that little bit of dialogue. But other than that, I really enjoyed the film. It is one of the better Jurassics, definitely. Way better than the last two. Way better. I've got a fondness for Jurassic World, for that first one, because it was trying to recapture the magic of the original Jurassic Park by opening the park, bringing in the visitors, and making the dinosaurs a bit scary. I'm glad they've moved away from the whole human cloning era of Jurassic and trying to military train a dinosaur, and they've gone back to making dinosaurs a little bit more scary, and it's basically you against them. No scientific crap in there, just dinosaurs in their natural habitat looking for food. After we get past that first 45 minutes, there's some good action. There's some good action scenes on the island and in peril. And I believe there's actually a scene that was in the original Jurassic Park book that was never in the first Jurassic Park film. So I think that scene is now in this film. And that was a very enjoyable scene as well. So we get cute little dinosaurs, we get bigger dinosaurs, we get flying dinosaurs, we get big bad dinosaurs. A lot of dino action, basically. And there was one really nice scene that kind of had the throwback of the original Jurassic Park when Laura Dern and Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum first encountered that first dinosaur in that field. Yeah, that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think my dad was a little bit past it. I think he's seen one too many Jurassics, but like I say, it's better. It's better than the last two. It brings back some of the magic that was missing from the last couple of films. Like I say, getting away from all the scientific crap and trying to train a velociraptor to use the toilet, that sort of stuff, and just hardcore man and woman versus dinosaur. And one of the things that really threw it back for me is that through a few of those scenes we have the Jurassic Park theme. So they've kept the John Williams theme, altered it a little bit here and there, but you've still got that main Jurassic Park theme, and it plays throughout the film here and there, and prominently used in a really big visual piece. So all in all, I had a really great time. I'll probably go and see this again at the cinema. How would I rate this? I'm going to give this 8.5 out of 10. It was really enjoyable. Like I say, better than the last two. It's not going to be on a par with the original Jurassic, although there was a scene or two in this film that reminded me of The Lost World when they get to the island. And it kind of had that feeling of the first two films. It felt Jurassic. It felt like a proper Jurassic Park film. And I'm really happy that I managed to see that on the big screen. I saw it at 9:30 in the morning to a half-filled cinema. So that was pretty good. And I believe all the other screenings for the rest of the day are completely sold out. As for the Jurassic merch, well, I picked this up last week from Cineworld. It's a lanyard, yes, with the old around the neck, and a nice drinks container and a T-Rex on the top there. Awesome. So I'm happy I got that, and I decided to go with this down view. This is cool. This is so cool. It's got a dino eye, and it is like, well, not glass but plastic. But it does look like a proper eyeball, and it's all kind of like, it's not just a cup, it's just got dinosaur all over it, and it's got teeth as well. Yeah, so I managed to grab this. There's loads of these in view. They are priced at £18.99 with a drink, but mine was about £20.99 because I think it's by area, depending on which area you are. But I just filled it up. I didn't bother getting this and then getting a normal drink. I just put the drink in this and drank out of that. And I have washed it out. Yeah, and it's very good quality. Really thick. So I'm really happy I've got those two items. There we go. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth. My only problem now is when the Steelbook comes out, it's going to be on its own because I've got this 6-film Steelbook tin collection. There's nowhere for the bugger to go. So unless I do some drastic thing and get a custom-made dual one for the last two films, I don't know. So maybe they'll come out with a 7-film Steelbook tin, which will make that one obsolete, obviously. But anyway, there we go. That's my thoughts. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. See you on the next video very soon. Bye-bye.